Anja, so based on what you've seen in the last month or 2 months, what do you see as far as people's preference? Did it change compared to the previous years? What do you think people looking for at this point?
Well, I have noticed we do have a lot of home buyers that are looking into the 700 to $1 million bracket. That is also reflected in The Economist and our data we've just received this morning. The luxury home buyers, the data went a little down compared to last year. However, it is still up in regards to home buying. So we have, as you may see, from a luxury aspect, the 1.5 to 2 million homes, we have a little less inventory, then less for sale, or less buyers than we had last year. But we have significantly less homes available right now in the 700 to $1 million homes, just because these homes are in high demand right now, and we see a lot of buyers that are looking into that price bracket. We do see homes that are even in a lower price bracket, but with a competitive market like this, we do see about 25 offers on lower priced homes, and an average rate on the market for at least 20 to 25 days, which is very, very minimal compared to any time what we have seen. So therefore, it's definitely a competitive market in the mid-range price area here in San Diego.
Totally. We're seeing that, yeah, happening a lot. So with that said, Javier, let's put it like this. First time home buyer, somebody, we do all kind of lead generation. We talk to a lot of people, social media, whatnot. What do you think will be the first step for, let's say, a millennial calls up to our office and says, hey, I want to buy a home? What do you recommend?
Yeah, I would recommend the first step is to definitely get approved, because last time this year, the interest rates were at least a 1% difference. And that 1% difference is giving you a lot more of a purchase power. A lot of people were looking for homes last year and maybe couldn't find one because it didn't have the remodeling, didn't have the updates, didn't have everything they wanted. Now with 10% more, if you're looking at a home that's $600,000 last year, now this year you can look at a home that's $660,000. And that extra $60,000 is going to get you into that home that's remodeled, that has a newer floors, that has maybe more space, maybe has a backyard. So a lot of right now, a lot of buyers, they might not realize that they actually qualify for more. And when you're seeing the rents are on average going up 5%. That's what rent control is going to allow you to do, is a 5% max. So if you're seeing rents going up 5%, right now with the interest rates being lower, if they're 1% lower, your mortgage payment is probably close to 10% lower than it was before. So, I mean, if you look at it that way, do you rather have your rent go up 5%, or now your mortgage payment is coming down about 10%? So it's a no-brainer. A lot of renters are making the switch. They're realizing, wow, my rent's going up 5%. And now that mortgage payment that I got quoted a year ago, that's gone down 10%. It just makes sense to go and buy a home where you're going to have your home appreciate anywhere from, some of the economists and Zillow are saying that in the next 3 to 4 years, homes are going to be appreciating anywhere from 4 to 7% average. So if you look at the average of that, you're looking at a 5% average annually. In 3 years from now, you're probably, your home's going to appreciate 12 to 15% on top of what you're going to pay it off in 3 years. So that's a huge gain right there.
I agree with you. Total sense on that. So that's definitely something everyone should be really considering about doing it. So Desi, we got the phone call, they come in, they get approved, or you at least put it in contact with the lender. And then what do? Guide us through the process.
Very most importantly is to really sit down and talk about what is important to you as a home buyer. So what we recommend to every single buyer that we speak to, whether it's their very first time purchasing a home, or they are a move-up buyer, or even an investor, is to just sit down. Experience really does show that sitting down for 45 minutes and really just hashing out all of those details is going to end up saving you a lot of worry and a lot of stress in the home buying process. Let us just get it right, get out there, find you a home that fits in your budget, fits, the majority of your criteria, that's almost as perfect as it can possibly be for your first time home, and let us handle the rest.
Beautiful. So people call, you got in, you get in contact with a lender, preferably Ryan Shammam, a cross-country mortgage. Then you guys do what's called a buyer consultation, correct? Which is pretty much what we're doing right now. That's right. So, a lot of people are afraid or they're kind of confused how the process works. So let's break down the process really quick, okay? I'm going to start with Ryan. So Ryan, what you do is you get on the call with them, you get them approved, right? What is an approval in your opinion?
So that basically, there's a couple different ways. Sometimes you guys need me to quickly approve somebody, especially in this market. So there's been many times where simply with a phone conversation, somebody can pull up their credit information on some of the bank apps and stuff, and they can kind of tell me their credit score, approximately what their debt load is as far as what's on their credit. And if they know their income and approximately how much they can put down, I can almost just give them a quick pre-approval just over the phone if you guys want to start shopping for some homes very, very quickly. I know me and Joe, we've done that for you in the past, and you put somebody in escrow the next day, and then we took care of the rest of their pre-approval kind of
Absolutely.
2 days after that. So we are always going to attempt to do a quick pre-approval for somebody. We know how important it is for you guys when you find a home. It's very emotional. You want to get into something quickly. We don't want to take you through some long, drawn-out pre-approval process. So if there's any way for us to quickly pre-approval, we will. The real way to get all the way approved is to take an actual application, which we can do over the phone or online, get all of your documents, income, assets, run the credit, and then we actually take all of that, get you approved then, and actually run it through an underwriter. So as opposed to getting pre-approved, we're going to submit a full loan approval to Joe and his team. So when you're submitting offers, it looks a lot better to know the listing agents are going to contact me. We're going to let them know that you have a full loan approval. It's not a pre-qualification. It's not a pre-approval. It's full loan approval from an underwriter, which hopefully will get you a shorter escrow period and carry a little bit more weight when they're reviewing the offer.
Perfect. So that's been really, really good information. Thank you. So we get this pre-approval letter from the clients that we're trying to get them in a home, right? And then Javier is going to tell us what's going to happen. He's going to show them around, right? Javier, you do the buyer consultation like Desirae talked about. Then we'll go show a house. What happens then?
Yes. So once we get the pre-approval, once we have that in hand, we also want to make sure that we have proof of funds. Because right now with showings, with COVID and everything that's going on, it's gotten extremely competitive and extremely strict at the same time. So a lot of sellers of homes, they don't want people coming in and out of their homes if they're not qualified. So you're going to have to come with a pre-approval. You're going to have to come with a proof of funds, and you're going to want to be with a good lender that's going to be able to reach out to the seller's agent and let them know, hey, everything is in line. These buyers are ready to go. Because you're seeing anywhere from 65 to 75% of sellers right now, they're going to require you to have proof of funds, proof of an approval, or else you just can't get into their home. You as a seller, you put yourself in the shoes of a home seller. You don't want, tons of people coming in and out of your house with the current climate right now if they're not qualified. So you want to make sure that you are qualified. You want to make sure, these are just important things that you want to have when you're looking. And also just picking, your top 5 things that you want in the home, must-haves, and, hoping, have 75% to 80% of those things. That would be great. Because right now, you might not find the perfect house, but this house that you are able to buy now at a low payment with the rates being so low, it's going to be able to get you to your dream home in the next 3 to 4 years. So that's very important.